Well, I would say to you right now that if I was to choose our elderly versus our youths, that then we wouldn't be it wouldn't be right. And it's not everything. I don't like there's everything. Like I've done. I am a healthcare and social advocate, and my goal is to make sure that our community is health and socially literate. So that means if there's something that you think you don't know, call me. Call me up. Because what I'm here to do is bridge the gap. I'm here to bridge the gap between the big organizations that are out there and the organizations that focus specifically on certain aspects of things. So I've been a member with sickle cell, for example. Well, along with somebody having sickle cell, they also have issues with school and advocating. Well, I do that too, right? With an adult that has issues with sickle cell, they might have diabetes. Well, I do that too. And I look after the person as a whole person, right? Not just, because as a nurse, this is our job. When I go to work in the morning, my job is to assess you entirely. That's your mentals all the way down to your toes. That's my responsibility. Because that's what I love to do. That's what I love to do. Well, my catchphrase is advocacy is the heart and soul of nursing. And I think with that being said, that's what I do. I nurse the community, and I'm here to nurse the community. I'm here to make sure that, I stand on a platform that is accessible. Because what ends up happening is once you make your platform unaccessible, this is where we have issues. And this is where people fall to the wayside sometimes when they're like, you know what? That person is unreachable. So, with that being said, people have been able to really contact me and say, hey, you know what, Michelle, so I go out there and I do, I'll do media coverage for events. I incorporate laughter therapy. I incorporate music therapy. Laughter therapy in the 6. I got to keep smiling, because it is very much a medicine. I've done a blog about it, and most recently Trix's show, I was there, and I've been at Juice Cup doing interviews with Major Hype and all, Jay Martin and all of our comedians, just to really finding out what's their take on laughter therapy, and if people really understand the power of laughter and the power of smiling. It's a therapy within itself. Music therapy, I'm on it every day, and it increases my endorphins and it makes me smile and feel bubbly inside. So, I think that if people understand that there is this support system from somebody who's just very reachable, like, big up Shine, then you might see me at All White later, I'll be at the women's soiree later, Monique, just for you, they're having an absolute wonderful event tonight with all of our, some really wonderful people in the community. And and secondly, I really try to connect people. So, I have a platform that I do, which is as a marketing advocate. And it means that if you're having an event, I advocate for you and market it. Because I think that in order to increase the richness of our community, people have to be aware. And it means aware of everything that's going on. Choose. I'll give you a choice if you want to do this or you want to do that. And I think that a lot of these big organizations, they've taken away our choice. They have. Yes. 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 Well, I've worked in the school system in the sense of doing diversity programs. I've done a blog, and I'm very heavily follow the Toronto District School Board trustees. So I think that the parents need to realize that I did a blog called "Do You Know the Rules of School?" And it's very important for you to understand the rules of school. I'm a parent, and I have a daughter, she's 21, and I have a son, he's 15, a J to the A. You hear me say the J to the A to my A. Yes, that's it right there. And, it took me quite some time to learn the rules of school. And how do I get my child to, to advance socially if he doesn't know the rules and if I don't know the rules? So I work in specific communities. I work in Rexdale. I work in Jane and Finch. Big up Jane and Finch. I'm from Jane and Finch straight. You know what I mean? And, you know, it's really to say, you know, once you start to learn the rules of something, that means you're supposed to teach it. That's what I do. So I know the rules of school, so I'm teaching them the rules of school. And I mean, with the sex ed